What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, and you know what that means? Another red versus blue. Now we can call it an official Cyber League exhibition match. And today, because we don't have Simon with us and because Gerry is actually playing, guess what? We have a special guest co-host coming up. What's up? Look who it is. Look who it is. Everybody knows that face, that wonderful, beautiful face. It's Eric Taylor. What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy?
And I'm glad I'm finally calling you Eric Taylor because I don't know what it was, man. During your streams and everything like that, I was obsessed with calling you Josh and Matt and everything else.
Dude, I'll answer to anything except for late for dinner. If you ever see me, I got that big old belly. You know I'm never late to dinner.
And that's same here. We're two very large peas in a very large pod. So, man, so welcome. I'm glad to have you as my co-host today. We've got another Gerry match, right? But what's special about today's match is we have a newcomer, Jax Scott, and you know, I don't know a lot about her as a competitor or a cybersecurity professional. I know she's a well-respected cybersecurity professional as well as a streamer, and you know. And she's also going to be in the tournament. So just FYI, as are you. And FYI, this tournament, we're just a few days away. I mean, we're a couple weeks away from that, starting on the week of the 19th. So this is a preview because Gerry and Jax Scott drew each other in the first round of the tournament. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, just as Jess said, you know, she is a certified BS. Yeah, she is the one person that's in the cybersecurity channel that I just dubbed her Smiley because she's always smiling. Her smile. If you ever watch any of her podcasts, she's got that big glowing, beautiful smile of hers. Lights up the room. You know, she definitely doesn't need any ambient lighting with that thing, right? So, but she is all about the nest. You know. Growing up, you heard that song by Megan Trainor, "All About the Bass." Well, I'll bet to the all about the nest, baby, all about the nest.
All about the nest. So, so I'm waiting on their streams to kind of get started. We may have a couple technical difficulties because I was having issues today, and for some reason I'm having an issue getting their streams in the right format. So it may take us a little bit to get this train rolling, but we will. So before we get started, let's say hey to everybody. We got about 10 minutes before we actually start the match. So and I'm still over here.
You work on technical issues real quick. Let me put it to the chat.
Yep.
Well, everybody that's here, who do you think is going to win? Do you think the person who's got a little bit of seniority, Dr. Gerald Auger, or do you think the newcomer is going to have newcomer advantage with Jax Scott? Let us know what you think here. I love some Jax Scott, but from what I'm being told, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Gerry is running red team and Jax is running blue. So I may or may not have leaked some TTPs to a certain Jax Scott, but we'll let you know. I'll put it out here because Gerry, when you watch his stuff, right? He definitely seems like somebody, and it was actually coined by one of my guys, Joseph. It's like he's running around like a 2-year-old with a bunch of lids to pans, just going bam, 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 bam. You know, just making so much noise. So I'm like, get in there, start securing your stuff, follow the framework of the ONS, just do it. I think you will succeed in keeping Gerry out, unless he wants to do. I guess I've been dubbed the Relentless E now, so I need to change my name and start adopting that. But unless you just do the Speedy Gonzalez thing like I did, which that only works but so many times, right? So you got to reserve that for when you know it's going to work. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this one play out, definitely.
Well, and not only that, Gerry's playing the red team, and while he has been getting a little better with the red team, I do believe that he's still better as a blue tamer in red versus blue. And I think he's going to try to take advantage of the fact that Jax hasn't played as much as Gerry. I think that he's going to follow his typical two-pronged approach where he goes one side. He prepares for an onside, kind of a blitzkrieg onside attack like he did to Matt Lee. But on the other side, he sets himself up as a a direct cyber attack backdoor or as a diversion. I think he's going to follow that approach again, but I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see him make a blitzkrieg fast run to that search for HMIs on site and hope that Jax hasn't watched those streams.
I did tell her to, to watch. I'm not sure if she's had a chance to watch some of his previous streams. I said, look at, the TTPs of some of the stuff he's done as a red team, try to get some homework in on that effect. Looking at some of the comments here, David E. Eric is saying what I said in Discord, just less politely. David E., nice to meet you. This is me. And normally I'm more harsh, but, because of the nature of the podcast, but I am one of those people that just says it how it is. Consequences be there. You go.
Yeah, so there's a little just a little bit of back channel or a little bit of back history there. David E is one of our beta testers, and he's active on our Discord, and so Eric is now active on our Discord as well, and so there's always a lot of trash talking going on our Discord. It's fun. So if you're not on a Discord, go hit the Discord, and I think we have a link here somewhere. I came.
If not, we'll make sure it gets dropped during the course of the chat today. I just don't have the permissions, unfortunately, to share.
There's our Discord right there. There's the Red versus Blue Discord. So, in just as we get things spun up, we're about 6 minutes away from match time, and so just so everybody knows and remembers that this is part of the Red versus Blue Cyber League. This is leading up to our tournament the week of the 9th, which is going to kick off our official cyber league starting in 2023. The 2023 season starts in February. More details on that, you can go to esports.threatgen.com for more information, and that is right there. So what we're playing here, in case anybody is wondering, the format, the platform that we use in the tournament and in all our matches is the Red versus Blue, or ThreatGEN Red versus Blue game-based cybersecurity simulation platform. You can find that at threatgen.com. It's also on Steam if you're short on cash and just want to test it out and all that good stuff. All right, so Kerry. Clint,
I don't understand what Kerry's saying there without any feet. What is he talking? Oh,
Clint, how can it kick off? So Kerry's our pun master. He's on every stream, and he is our pun master. So I'm still waiting on the streamers. By the way, if you could go and check, Eric, I'm not sure if Jax got our private battle chat, so I'm not sure if she's. It doesn't look like she's in there. So we'll need. We will need someone to make sure that she has the private battle chat. Let me tell. And by the way, Gerry is also playing.
I'm going to because I have the back secret number to Smiley. I will text her and make sure that all of her bobs and gadgets and doodads are good to go.
Yeah, because we'll need her to come over the post-game chat after the game, so we need to make sure that she has access. Or I can also send you the link to send her after the post-game.
Yeah, you want to do that in the private chat, and I'll send it over to her in an email.
Yeah. So
try to hit her up on Slack as well.
Yeah, so tell her, give her this in private chat. I'm sending it there. Give her that to join our restream after the game. And then you can give her this for the Discord. If she has an issue, that's the invite to the Discord battle chat. We should be good to go there. All right, still waiting on our competitor streams to start. Well, 4 minutes away, so we know they're not going to start until about 10:30. So we're still waiting there. In the meantime, good to see everybody, our usuals in our chat. We see Jess there and Alex, some of our info, and we got InfoSec Live. That's Simon. Simon's a spectator today. And then Joshua B, good to see you. We have some regulars and we have some newcomers. So we have Matthew, it looks like Matthew Netchie, Casual Joseph. You've Casually Joseph, you've been around before. Good to see you. Mark Schrader, Roy Keck, just going down the list here of everybody who's showing up today. TG, good to see you. TG's a newcomer. Thanks for showing up. Has been having fun on the Discord chat as well. We got Carrie. Let's see where we all going on there. All right, so yeah, TG's a first timer. Everybody, welcome TG. So I'm not seeing any. Where are the other predictions there? We got any other predictions?
We had a couple people saying that they do believe that Jack Scott will triumph because Gerry does not have a good track record with Red Team at all.
Yeah.
So they do think that the blue team will pull off the win for this particular one. I have not seen anybody in the stream. And if you just coming in, let us know, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Gerry or is it going to be Jack Scott? But right now, everybody looks like blue team will come off and pull off that big freaking W, and they'll crush this thing. I am, excuse me for my being sidetracked. I'm actually texting with the wonderful Smiley. And if y'all don't subscribe, if y'all subscribe and catch any of Jack Scott's stuff, just say, hey, Smiley. She'll know where it's coming from. But yeah, she even smiles even bigger when you start calling her Smiley.
I'm going to take this time real quick to just do a browser tech test. So there. Oh, I'm not sharing. Hold on. Oh, there we go. And it's going to be this one. Nope, that's not it. Hold on real quick. See, I knew I was going to screw this up. I needed to get the tech test going.
Yeah, man.
So that's the one we need right there. Okay, cool.
It does look like Jax is getting brought in to the back channel battle chat.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so as soon as I see their streams, I can then put it in the proper format. All right, we're good to go, switching back and forth there.
Yeah, it does look like neither one of them are currently live at the present moment, which is okay. We still got roughly about 2 minutes till kickoff time. I know Jack Scott was wrapping up some last minute items, so she is scrambling for things right now. So we may be a moment or two behind just due to work scheduling conflicts at the moment, but we should be able to kick this thing off shortly.
All right, so, and then we're just taking care of a couple housekeeping items here before we actually do get started. In fact, real quick, I'll let you take it real quick, Eric. I have one thing I have to do for work, actually. We all have day jobs here, and that presents a problem sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, they're waiting for Jax, or YouTube is waiting for Jax, and YouTube is also waiting for Gerald, which is, like I said, day jobs and everything. So it's going to be a little interesting. Like I said, that they are scrambling, trying to get some last minute things taken care of, and everything is spun up, right? So, reading back through some of the notes here, TG saying, of course, go blue. Carrie says Jax is going to get the black hoodie. I don't know, Carrie. I think I beat Gerry enough that I should get the black hoodie, even though I'm a much bigger man than Gerry. I'm not gonna deny that. So I'm not sure if that hoodie would actually fit me, but I do have one. If you actually looked at my LinkedIn or whatever, you'll see actually that one's got a beanie on it. I'll have to get my black hoodie one. So, but anyway, I digress because I'll talk forever. Hey, Cybersecurity Central, what's going on, guys? Good to see you here as well. It does look like they are actually both kicking off now. So for some reason, Gerry and Outpost Gray just went live at the same time. So I'm not sure if that was a fluke on YouTube or not, but anyway.
All right, now I think we're good to go. Let me just go and do another. Now that I have them in frame, I'm just going to do another. There we go. So I think we got, and there's Gerry. Yep, cool. So they're both right now. They still have their chat going. Just remind her, if you'll remind Jax, that once she starts the game and goes full screen, just to make sure that she There we go. To make sure that she turns her chat stream off. They're getting kicked up here. Sorry for the dead air, folks. This is live stream.
We're going through all this stuff. So yeah, we're coordinating with the players in the green room. And sorry about that. I do feel like I'm filling my job because that's what I'm supposed to be here for. I'm supposed to fill that dead air with nonsense. So here we go. But yeah, we're over here conversing in the quote unquote green room of the Discord server, making sure everybody is set up. Everybody is getting prepared. They are doing their pre-hype, if you will. So it looks like Gerry just went full screen without his chat. Let me message Jax because she does have it minimized.
Yep, and we have, all right, Gerry's full screen. Gerry, it looks like Gerry here. Let me just go ahead and move into our battle frame.
Yep, I am working, or I'm communicating with Jax right now, trying to get her to maximize that screen real quick.
She's pumped too. You can see.
Yep, she's doing her. Yep, she's doing her workouts. So getting that cardio going.
All right, just wait.
See your screen.
There we go.
Boom, there she goes.
There she goes. Just have her turn her chat stream off.
Yep, working on that right now.
Gerry's hosted, all up, ready to go. It looks like.
Thanks for everybody for sticking around while we are going through these last minute details. Boom, there she goes. She is good.
We are ready. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. I think. All right, let me turn. All right, we got to get the music going now. Oh, let's not share my screen. Let's get some music going in here while we get this. Here, let's do this right here. Oh, turn it down a little bit.
Dude, I was starting to get ready to jam on that one.
I know. There we go. I like the little hip hop channel for these things better than the cool chill stuff. We're not chilling. This is a battle. This is a rumble. Okay. All right, there we go. She's getting ready to join.
Yep, we are.
Wait, now she's through it. Wait, now she's hosting. Okay, we got to get them coordinated. They're both hosting here.
I may need to call her quick. I don't know.
They're both hosting, waiting for each other. So there's these. This is the joy of streaming chat, folks. I mean, of streaming live. We got two streams going. So we got Jax on her stream, Gerry on his stream. We're aggregating it both here so that we can see both. And sometimes because
there you go. Top right, Gerry.
There we go. Sorry, there we go. There we go. All right. All right. Looks like we're about ready to start. So they have 50 turns, 60 seconds per turn. And we'll go over the win conditions. Waiting for Bluetooth. So we go. So she has to click start. So what's that?
Yep. So I was just telling Jax to she can be able to start it when she's done. It looks like she's doing a little bit of
she's doing a little pre-game talk. So win conditions. Blue team can win by outlasting the red team by basically holding off the red team for 50 turns. Blue team can also win with a threat intelligence victory by getting that threat intelligence score up. And red team could win by damaging the ICS and by destroying their company production. We'll talk about the ways they can do that as we get started. She looks like she's thinking about selecting random. There's 3 different maps that she can choose from, all of different sizes and basically difficulty levels. Looks like she chose random.
She might have. So that's going to be interesting. I always love playing the random game because you just never know what you're going to get dropped into. So I always love the randomization of that. So we'll see. We do see that Jax is going through and talking about it.
I think she's kind of talking about it. All right, she started her turn. So she chose Looks like she has either the pipeline or the large oil and gas plant. We'll see as soon as she hits her network map. She's setting up with asset inventory, and it looks like her gateway firewall. At least I hope that's what it was. And she didn't even look at her network map. She just said, boom, turned it directly over to Gerry. And Gerry is going to start off with, it looks like his.
Do you think Gerry's do we think Gerry's going to stick with a complete remote tactic, or do you think he's going to do the hybrid like he's done before?
Well, there it is. He's hybrids. He's hitting the human social engineering, which is going to give him that head start on physical access. He's going to make a run for those HMIs, I'm guessing, and he's going for the physical security research. So that means he's definitely going for an on-site run, and then he's doing his OSINT to give him that cyber background. That let's see here. This should have. She switched it over immediately. Because she basically has all her resources taken that she's waiting on, which means she did not start with her firewall. She's doing other things.
She did not.
Oh, she's gonna do the bastard operator from hell. And he turned his over too.
They're both tapped out right now. Yeah.
Yep. So she needs to end her turn. Yeah, they're both all tapped out. So she's gonna do. Gerry's not doing physical recon, so that's gonna hamper his ability to go on site.
But now he's going to do, looks like.
So she might be going for the strategy that Alex calls bastard operator from hell, which is she delays that firewall for a little bit, giving the red team a little bit of hope, and then install that firewall and then kick them out.
I have not seen that tactic play out. That's definitely not something that I personally would do, but it is a tactic. I will be interested to see, or interested.
There he is with his physical insider recon. And you basically, sorry to interrupt though, I just want to mention that he is going for that physical recon. And the other thing too is using the bastard operator from hell strategy is okay. She has the pipeline map.
Oh, there she goes. Yep. Yeah, I was getting ready to send her a message like, hey, click this button.
So bastard, I think she knows how to play. She's been playing, but bastard operator from hell strategy is more gamesmanship, and it is not real cybersecurity, because what it is, it's you're delaying installing the firewall so that you get an extra kick out. So if you install the firewall first, then you've secured your perimeter, but delaying it to like turn 5 or so, it will give the blue team an opportunity to get onto your network, gives them a little hope, and then boom, you kick them out with the firewall. Then if they get back in, you also delay your network segmentation so that if they do get back in with a spear phishing strike or something, then the next thing they get kicked out because of segmenting the network. So this is a little more gamesmanship and not actual true cybersecurity.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out, because it's definitely not something that I would do. Definitely not in the real world.
Yeah, not in real life, right? It's certainly.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's see what Gerry's going to be doing.
David E., I'm not spoiling your tricks. That was my trick before it was anybody's trick.
Oh, look at that, Gerry. Look at all those devices.
See, because no firewall. And that's what she's doing. So he's probably going to get excited, and he's sitting there going, oh, yeah, look at all these things. But knowing the game, he has to know that he can get kicked out at any time because he has to know that there's no firewall there.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Gerry doesn't. So, like, in my strategies, and I'll just disclose this a little bit, and I think it may be what Gerry's doing right now. So, like, when we start getting, if I'm playing red team, and I start seeing a bunch of these devices, I start grouping them based off of their subnet, or not their subnet, but the third octet of the IP address. So that way I can at least try to figure out what's what. This one will definitely, you could clearly see, it's all one big massive flat network, but definitely interesting.
She did finally install her gateway firewall. So next turn, he's going to see that he lost access to all those assets. So she's already moving on with her vulnerability assessment, which is nice. So vulnerability mapping is a little bit cheaper, a little bit quicker way, but less comprehensive way to find your vulnerabilities. So she's choosing to deploy USB security smart first, as well as everything that she needs to do vulnerability mapping. She's delaying the threat hunting. The threat monitoring.
Installing the SIM now. Finally.
Okay, there she goes.
And she just ended that turn, kicking it back over. So physical recon has been completed. First port scan is completed. His access has been cut off. Also, that's actually cool. So, okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, so that's a little bit of a cool thing with the the game. So like when you get your access cut off, it doesn't get grayed out. I always feared that would actually, you would see like remnants of those devices, but you actually don't see that. So
Right,
okay,
right. Yeah,
okay,
they just
okay.
disappear. So he knows that firewall got installed. I don't know what he's saying there, but I'm sure that
Yep.
he
So he's researching more human social engineering, creating malicious USB sticks, doing a
he's kind
port
of doing his
scan.
thing. He's
Yep.
confident. He's
Yeah,
confident.
he is.
And yep.
He's over there doing, the little jig and everything. So let's see what Miss Jack Scott's going to do. So all good. Nice. She's got her network traffic is now encrypted. I did not get a chance to see the rest
Oh,
of that.
I think Gerry had she's already moving. I think I'm gonna have to pause hers just temporarily. I think Gerry had just a bit of a, nope, she didn't. Okay.
So she still
There
has.
we go. Yeah, no, it just happened. All right,
Okay.
I'm resyncing here a little bit. There we go.
My apologies.
Yeah, it seems like I might have. It looks like I'm having connection issues on my end. It seems like a little bit.
Well, I do know it's part of the problem that we typically have. Like our stream that's happening right now is, or what I'm watching on the YouTube between them two is a couple of seconds delayed from what we're seeing. So I think that may be a little bit of what's going on and everything. And David E, yes, exactly. I don't know what the heck Gerry is doing. I do believe with just Bishop. Nice to see you again, by the way. But yeah, I'm not. I think she is just straight out messing with him as much as possible. So, early predictions of those that think that the blue team's going to pull off the win. At least the first 7 rounds are doing that. She's already putting her hands up. She's already happy.
Yep. Oh, she was past her turn, I believe. Yep.
Gerry's got his malicious USB devices are created. He still only sees those 2 assets.
He's got his assets stacked on everything. Yeah. Again, there. Okay, now he's going to the perimeter. And she's not installing any physical security, so he may actually, not that I saw, so he may actually have a pretty good run at the physical security side if he'll commit to it.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest problem we've seen with Gerry's previous games on an independent measure when he's playing the AI and some other folks is him picking out one strategy and picking to it. So, on his thing, he says he's going to the perimeter and he's doing service enumeration on those 2 devices, still trying to figure out what those 2 Windows computers are, but he is making a transition to the perimeter.
And keep in mind, so our stream, if you're watching them live, on yours is a little ahead ours. The aggregated stream here is just a little bit behind their streams.
Yeah.
So yeah, she doesn't have any physical security out, so he's gonna get out there on that perimeter. He's gonna get on site, and he's gonna have very little resistance.
And she has been working on putting her network segmentation in, and she's enforcing.
DJ BSEC, you're gonna be out of Elevate IT. That's awesome. Would be good to meet you in person.
Nice.
Oh, she already passed her turn. I missed it. Okay, perfect. Didn't miss too much.
Yeah, she's currently tapped out on resources. Again, like I said, she's currently segmenting her network and enforcing strong passwords in her infrastructure right now. So she's going to have a couple turns that she is pretty much tapped out on all of her resources.
And Gerry there he is
at the perimeter. Yep,
he's on the perimeter.
Boom, dropping
he does have a malicious USB prepared. He's going to be dropping that like it's
doing
hot.
Some more human SE. Yep. So is he going to transition? Oh, he is. Looks like he's going to change or potentially change locations. Is he going to follow that? Are you going to do it? He hovered over that plus sign. So let's see.
2, 1, nope. And he's out of time.
Yep. All right, back over to Jack Scott. She is kind of assessing her infrastructure right now, trying to figure out a gameplay.
Jess, what is gasification? As part of the gasification of this, is noted as great practice.
I think she's.
I know. I'm messing with her.
Okay. I think she was referring to the whole early game of waiting to put the firewalls in. Oh, and I do see Jax is doing finally video surveillance.
Yeah. He better hurry. So the malicious USB drop was successful. He popped a box.
He did.
He popped a box. What did you get? Let us see. Come on. Show us, Gerry. Show us. Inquiring minds want to know.
Upper.
I know, Jess, it was gamification. I know what you're saying. Oh, he popped the box, but it looks like it's probably in user land. So
it does look like it is in user land.
So it's going to be of limited value.
So it looks like he's got two. He's been able to service enumerate 2 of the remote users.
Don't go in the corporate office. What are you? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, okay, whatever. Oh, and he took back more dropping of malicious. Okay, so yeah, if he's already dropped it at the perimeter, he definitely would wait to.
He's going to run out of time screwing around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he got it. He got it in there. He got it in there.
About time.
So she has 2 more turns before that physical surveillance is installed.
Yep. And he's already on the perimeter. He's migrating to the corporate office. So he's going to be well inside of that plant long before.
Well, but he's one of the corporate office and not the plant. So.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going to be interesting there is what's he going to do in the corporate office? Is he going to start dropping Trojans? Is he going to drop a rogue device? Her stream's lagging a little bit. It's a little choppy, but that's fine. We can still see what she's doing.
It's not as bad as Matt Lee's is on when he was on Starlink. That's all I gotta say. Matt, if you're watching, love you. But anyway,
okay, he got into the corporate office. Look, he's in. He's in the corporate office. You can see he's at the little conference room table there, huddle room, or whatever that is.
Alex, I will for the upcoming tournament. So Alex put a comment out there. Would you drop new malicious USBs each turn? Because of the interest of the tournament upcoming, I will not disclose any potential game tactics coming in. But if you have malicious, maybe you want to use them a little bit more often is all I'm saying.
So Gerry's bragging. He's feeling confident. He's all like showing his red team shirt. So he's doing insider recon and dropping a rogue device in that corporate network. So he's going to get physical access to some assets there on the corporate network.
And I did notice that Jax has already requested more budget. She's currently sitting at 32K. So her spending the resources to request more budget this early, or still having that much money in the quote unquote kitty or the bank.
But she's got a good chance. She's got a good chance, though, of getting the budget. She's already performed a vulnerability assessment. That increases her chances of getting that budget. She's showing management. She's doing what she needs to do and showing a need for that budget. So I think she's probably going to get it.
And just as a kind reminder, I know we say this and
apparently she just pulled off. I'm sorry to interrupt you. She just pulled off a budget defender, so that's where she got an extra 10 grand.
Oh, nice. So, like I was saying, we normally say this in all of them, but just a quick note, please no screen sniping. Please don't say to Jax or Gerry what the other team may be doing. So just
and we only had a problem with that in the very beginning when we first started doing these, like several matches ago, and I think it was done in innocence and people weren't doing it maliciously or to cause any cheating or harm. And this is all in fun anyway, so there's no need. But we haven't had a problem with it. We've got a really great community.
Exactly. But just want to put that out there. So
look at this. He's got those insider recon gave him those assets, and now he's planting Trojans on those assets, which is a good strategy because if he gets kicked out, then
he's
successfully planting a Trojan. He still will have multiple pivots remote.
Yep. Yeah, he failed to plant a rogue device, so that's kind of bummer. But maybe he can try that again here another turn if he doesn't get kicked out. So
she's got her video surveillance, which means his chances, unless he's been really pumping up that human social engineering,
he's about maxed.
Yeah, so he has some countermeasures to that surveillance. So human social engineering, genetic engineering, human social engineering can counter some of the effects of video surveillance.
So the part that I don't agree with the gameplay that Jax is doing, she's creating an IR plan, which don't get me wrong, IR, I mean, that's my world, right? But she's still got endpoints without EDR on him. So it's, I don't know.
She's getting her network surveillance installed.
Doing network sensors, creating an IR
plan. She put it in the DMZ first. Now she's put it in the process zone. So she's following
Successfully compromised an asset and got a pivot on Gerry.
Gerry is rolling, and this is a different strategy that I've seen from him.
It is. It is. So let's see. Is he going to exfiltrate data? Is he going to harvest those credentials? I didn't see plant Trojan. Scan telnet. It's all
what he's not doing. He's not following. He's rolling. He's rumbling. He's not following any stealth whatsoever. So if she gets that EDR going and she gets that network surveillance going, and she starts popping forensics on him, she can actually get a threat intelligence win because he is not being quiet. He needs to cover his tracks on those devices that he has compromised.
Yeah, I mean, right now, watching, I mean, we have the benefit of seeing what the other player is doing, but, you know, she actually got budget, just to interrupt myself, but yeah, she actually got budget. That is incredible. So she's sitting at $67,000, still has two of her.
Look at, she's happy too. She's she's happy
pumping
about that. And I would be too, because if you've ever played this game, you know how difficult it is to get budget, just like real life.
But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, she doesn't have any real detections going on in place yet. So
fast return. Yeah, sorry. I need to, there we go. So, man, he is rolling, and she, as you said, like, she doesn't know he's there at all, and he's not doing anything to affect her P&L, so she's not being tipped off at all. He's stealth in a way in that he's not doing anything to tip her off that he's there, because if he starts doing things to affect the P&L, she'll notice it.
Yeah, he's already staging to deploy ransomware. Sorry to cut you off, but he's deploying the ransomware. He hasn't activated it yet. So as of right now, she's not going to see anything in her environment until he launches and nukes that environment.
She will not be able to see very well, Cotton. Sorry.
Exactly.
Dodgeball. So here's what I'm... Wait, did he end his turn? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, he's back over to blue now.
And there it is. Okay. So what I'm finding interesting is that it looks like he's probably going for a P&L victory, and he's staging everything. So he used on-site access instead of doing the traditional direct remote access. He went on-site, got on-site, planted Trojans, found systems on-site in the corporate network, and now he's staging ransomware. Looks like he's going for a P&L victory initial with the physical as an initial attack vector. However, I just don't think that he's going to be affecting enough high value targets in his current physical location. I think
I am surprised that he is not harvesting credentials off of these boxes as well. You know, unless you're just going for that P&L win, right? It's
wait, where are we going?
Damage.
They passed their turns really quick, and I missed it.
Yeah, so did I.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, she doesn't have any visibility yet. She's got the SIM installed, but she doesn't have any EDR installed on any of the assets that he's compromised.
Plus, the SIM, as we've learned in previous games, until that SIM has EDR, it's not going to be able to detect a lot of that network traffic either.
Yeah,
so, while you do have
he has not all his everything that he has is in user space. So even when he deploys ransomware, if that's what he does, he's going to have to combine that with exfiltrating data, disruptive malware. He's going to have to do a lot on those boxes to get that P&L to go down fast enough. Like Alex says in the chat, he needs to move into the server room, or he needs to go somewhere where there's higher value targets.
And so had a comment here. David E definitely does not have enough high value targets. Eric Harvest Crash will be garbage. And at this, okay, gotcha. That's a good point. But I mean, to pose back on that one to you, David E, if you're the red team, and like somebody like me who does not know this game nearly as much as you do, sir, but you know, if I don't know that those are not a really high value target, I'm going to want to still try to go after and harvest those credentials for an attempt, because some of those credentials could get me into a firewall or a switch or something of that nature, right? Welcome your comment back. But you know, if I don't know, then I don't know what I don't know, right? I just have access. I want to get more.
Right, real quick, we saw a comment on Gerry's stream. As someone asked if this was better than World of Haiku. This is different than World of Haiku. World of Haiku is command line and red team only. This is both red team and blue team playing head to head against each other, or you can play against our AI, but it's active adversary. It's not passive, and it's not command line. And we did that on purpose, as you can see here, what Gerry's moving on in the red team. He's doing all of these things that you would do in red team, but it's all point and click. There's no command line. So if you're intimidated by technical capture the flags or command line stuff, this is a great place for you to start. But even if you are technical, this is where you exercise that head-to-head red versus blue strategy.
Yeah, I mean, Haiku is definitely. I haven't played it. I've seen a little bit of the streams of it, but it is a single person like shooter. You're going through the map and you're getting to that victory score and all that. But this game here really can pivot in so many different ways. You can, like Clint said, you can play against other people. There's always different techniques and tactics you can do. It really is a true tabletop exercise with your team.
Yeah, this is a tabletop exercise platform is what it is. And I would say that World of Haiku is the equivalent of an FPS for Cyber, like you almost alluded to. And this is the equivalent of like Risk or Civilization for Cyber. This is strategy. Haiku is tactical. I mean, this gets into the tactical. It's just not technical.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway, we're not trying to sell. That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the game and the competitors and the matches. And I'm still, man, I was so high on Gerry's strategy, and then he just kind of like he kind of lost his mojo, and he's like he's just kind of sitting right there, content where he is.
So I do see that he's been trying to install ransomware on those 3 boxes. Hopefully when he goes back into showing his action log, I do believe that they have been failing. So I think he's been trying to hammer that a little bit and trying to expand. So yeah, he's recruiting them more hackers. Oh, it did actually install the ransomware. So he's waiting to deploy. Maybe he's going to activate that ransomware now.
But he doesn't have enough. He has 3 user boxes. Ransomware alone is not enough. You're going to have to, maybe he's planning on doing ransomware and immediately following up with exfiltrating data and also doing disruptive malware. But he's going to have to do all, but he needs more. He needs high value. He needs to expand.
He needs to get a bigger footprint inside of this network if he's going to be able to make anything done.
Alex is asking if Jack's knocked over some of our ICS, and I did not notice that. We'll see whenever we.
I do see that over here now. So she does have one of her ICS controllers that is currently down.
Oh, she did. She knocked it over.
Yep. And I don't think that's from anything that
she's rebooting it though. So hopefully that works. Yeah. So she did a vulnerability assessment. I think again. I'm not sure how she did it. But yeah, I'm gonna check in chat to see if somebody saw what happened.
Yeah, she's got to be careful too. She is getting low on funds again. She's already down to $5,000. I hate to see her, spend her capital, not have enough resources to do what she's got to do going forward. This is a long-term play. We have to go 50 rounds, ladies and gentlemen.
She will not be able to buy very much cotton.
Yes. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oh, Gerry just recruited hackers. So he's got 2 more resources. He's got 2 more resources. Hopefully he can use some of those resources to get some higher value targets or just more targets. By the way, everybody thinks that the red team resources, those hacker resources, thinks that those are people. They're not necessarily people. They're resources. Think of the resource cost in the red team as level of effort. So the resource cost is level of effort, and the amount of resources that you have are kind of a combined abstraction of how much level of effort you can put forth. It's not just people.
And here's another plug. I see what David, he said, I guess this is what happens when Greg and I post too many screenshots of our epic Trojans. No, dude, seriously, guys, if you're not on ThreatGEN's Discord and seeing what these developers and these programmers and beta testers are doing, it's incredible. You can get a lot of game tactics and things of that nature by watching some of these senior people playing in this game and really be able to get your TTPs. But back to the game. Yeah, definitely. Gerry has affected her PNL score, so it is going down. She's only got a 3% threat intel score, but her profit
Yes,
and
because
loss
she's.
P&L is going down.
I don't know how she got that 3%. Maybe she detected an attack using one of her NIDs, but Aaron, I love this. Aaron. So Aaron's one of or he is our lead developer. He's our he's our chief architect. Is Gerry hanging out in the media room and hacking the company? That's exactly what Gerry is doing.
Yeah, it's like my one of my guys, Joseph here, Casual Joseph works for us at Barricade Cyber. He says, dude, Gerry,
That's
he
why
pitched a damn tit in the corporate office.
He got arrested. That is why there's 3%. The intel he got busted. He got arrested.
Finally, it took it. Oh my gosh, he was camped out there in a while. So the janitor works with Gerry. That's right.
But that's okay. So that's gonna so notice right now he has -3 resources because he had all of his resources exhausted and then got arrested, which puts him in the hole. Yes, it's possible to get negative resources in that circumstance. So that's why she has 3% of her threat intelligence score up, but her P&L is still going down, and she still hasn't detected where he is. She should be hunting for him right now. When that P&L starts going down, you should be hunting for that adversary.
Yep. And she's only got 32 seconds left on this one, so she needs to hurry up and make a decision on what she's going to do before her timer runs out. She's currently got nothing in the kitty. I'm curious to see. Okay, she is requesting budget, but we still have, endpoints that don't have detection on them.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff here. She is patching, so to her credit, she's trying to strengthen up some of her devices. She is doing some patching on there, but it's
yeah, but she needs to be hunting. She could be placing EDR. She needs to be looking. She knows her, unless she hasn't noticed. I can't imagine she hasn't. But if your P&L is going down and you don't see any compromises, you need to be looking for compromises.
Exactly. And I know she's seen it because I was watching her feed and she moved her mouse over her P&L. It's like, oh, this thing's going down.
Okay.
So, and I do see a couple of comments in her chat where they do mention, about her P&L. So, looks like Gerry is going to evade some network detection now.
Yeah, he's going to try to stay a little quieter now, and that's good.
But Gerry's still got to get some more. I mean, he's found the firewall. Looks like he found a switch, but he definitely needs to get some more footprint here. He's got to spread. He's got to be like a little birdie and spread his wings and fly.
He needs to take those broken wings and learn to fly again. All right. So
if you guys are not having fun, then come on, let's do it. If little shameless plug, please smack that like button if you're here for the first time and are not subscribed. Please subscribe to not only ThreatGEN but Gerry and Outpost Grays, the channel. Show them some love. Tell us that you're liking it in the comments. We are watching this, right? So we are looking for your comments and trying to answer them as the show goes on. Question came in from Alex. Eric, maybe doing it analog way and walk into a server room. Yeah. Analog. Some of my latest physical penetration tests have been more of an analog tactic. So analog still has a place, especially in the manufacturing industry and telecommunications industry as well. So anyway, Jax is doing more security hardening. Right. She has sent off for a
she's got her
budget.
She got those PLCs back up and running, so that's good.
She's going around hardening her systems,
but she's patching. And now, so her P&L, I don't know. So the P&L dropped, and now that P&L, it looks like it's stagnant or maybe just barely going down.
Because Gerry still has those 3 compromised devices, sir.
Yeah, but he's not.
He hasn't done anything, to make it worse, right? So it does look like he's trying to do some SQL injections. He's trying to expand his foothold here.
He's attacking Carl.
Attacking Carl. We need some Carl emojis over here. I tell you what. Joseph, exactly. Gerry needs to figure out some things quickly if he wants to win. But yeah, he is Oh, I thought you was being a play, but yeah, there's Carl 7. Yep. So he's
He-
attacking old Carl.
Yeah, and he's creating another malicious USB, so he's planning to go back on site.
Yep.
Once bitten, not shy.
That's right. We're bringing out some of the legends of songs and movies, ladies and gentlemen. Here we
That's
go.
right. And so, Eric says if you want to play some red versus blue, he wants you to take on me.
Dude, I've challenged you, man. We'll do it. Maybe we'll have Gerry and Jack's shoutcast or something.
Yeah, and then you and I play, because I'm not playing in the tournament because I'm doing all the shoutcasting.
Yep. Either that or we can do it after the tournament. But anyway, yeah, Jax is over there doing her. She's feeling the vibe. She's loving the NIST stuff. She's right now.
That's right. Sorry, I had to interrupt, but Joseph says, aha, that's right.
Yep.
Take on me.
Me, take on me. All right, anyway. Enough of my poor singing habits.
All righty. So what's he doing here?
Yeah, sorry.
And that's the other thing too. But he has Trojans, so
there we go. We're fuzzing, going to the perimeter. So we are doing like you said. He's trying to make that play back to the perimeter. He's trying to fuzz, trying to find the more vulnerabilities. So let's see what he's got all of his resources tied up into the physical move and there. Let's see. So we are back over her. So she Jax can actually see that
she
poor
finally
Carl
detected. Yep. That's going to raise that detection right there. That alone raises her threat intelligence and score a little bit.
So she went from 3% to 6%. So let's see what she's going to do in act of the attack. For some reason I see she's messing around in the server's area, but I don't see what exactly she did.
She's leaving that user space alone, and that's where he is. He's got all those top 3 workstations up there in the purple zone. That's where he is.
Yep. So he was just looking at sniffing network traffic, but if y'all remember back about 7 or 8 turns ago, Jax did do some network encryption.
Yep. So that's going to minimize, or if not completely negate, the effects of sniffing network traffic. He's installing ransomware. Are you one?
Try to again.
Yeah, he's trying to again. He's enumerating those unknown devices, which those are all network devices. So it's probably going to be NIDs, firewall switches, those kind of things.
But that could be, especially we're about halfway. Yeah, we are halfway through the game now. So, I've played this tactic before where at least map out those network devices. And at the end, if you're trying to just decimate the blue team, you can't attack those network devices and bring them completely offline and really affect their P&L. So being able to at least score that, then...
I apologize, people. I had this overlay where you really couldn't see very well. You could not see very well, Cotton.
Dadgummit, Cotton.
Yeah, there we go. So that at least you can see the bottom a little better. Oh, she passed her turn while I was
we are back with that. All right, so he has found the DMZ VPN. He is going to attack on Kathy. Poor Kathy.
That's my mom.
Sorry, Mom.
My mom has a cybersecurity sense of a rock.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you remember Pet Rocks?
Yeah. I still have 3 of them.
Do you still have the string on them? Dragging them around?
No, mine are all they're chipped and they're broken and they're old and I can't move them anymore. So they're just kind of sitting there. One of them smells pretty bad, so it might not actually be a rock.
Fossa.
I think it's
Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Come with Joe Dirt. Oh my gosh, we need to focus on this game a little bit. We're having a little bit too much fun here. So it does look like we're back over at Jack Scott. Her looks like she was able to forward off Carl's or the red team attack to Carl. So let's see what else she's doing. She's been doing vulnerability management. She's been doing some system hardening. She's holding off the red team remarkably well, I must say.
Yeah, and that P&L is actually going back up very slowly,
Yep.
so he's not doing enough there.
Yeah, because there's been no new incidents on the network, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to do something. And there she's running out of time. She's got 8
Yeah.
seconds left.
So if you don't have anything talking about, yeah, David E brought up something that I seen last night, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be there or not. You know, external threat hunting is now part of this.
It's not. This was a mistake, and they loaded. So I had a problem this morning. I accidentally merged in the development branch into the current 10.2 patch branch.
Go live with it.
So they're actually using now that feature works. The only thing that broke was the AI. So I did get that fixed. So
That's how I won this morning. Because I was able to go blue team all the way against AI. I'm like, this is weird.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you were playing against a busted AI that didn't work.
Yep.
So
good. Now I'm
that's a
crushed.
sneak peek. So using the external threat hunting is literally an accidental feature that you're not going to see until 1.11 because they're actually playing with a 1.11 feature currently in the 10.2 because they're both on. I have them both on the beta fix branch right now for some added excitement.
Yay!
Alex says, I love it. If you're not testing in live, you're not testing.
We don't need no stinking dev. We just do everything in production.
Oh, look, she detected the attack on my mom. So,
Poor mom.
Jax, no pressure, but it's your responsibility for my mom's safety right now. So,
and kudos to Jax. Her threat intelligence is going up. It was at 6 and now at 11. So being able,
yeah.
Oh wow, she actually detected it without having endpoint detection on it. That is incredible.
And here's the chief architect's response to my comment about me jacking up the branch this morning.
Oh, the app.
Unless he was laughing about the testing thing Alex said, because he wasn't laughing at me this morning. He was mad at me this morning. And Aaron doesn't get mad. He gets even. Just ask Greg. Greg's our SQA analyst. And
very nice, very nice.
And so he was kind of messing with Aaron a little bit, called him a dumbass. And so Aaron made a special build for our analyst, our beta tester, where everything failed. And he worked with it for quite a while trying to figure out where the bugs were coming from. That was fun. Don't piss off your developers.
Yes. Yeah, because they could just drop some crazy code in there, just make things act really, really funky.
Not that I would ever do that to Gerry.
No, never.
All right. He's so paranoid about that. He thinks we rigged the game against him. We do have Easter egg notifications in there for him, though. All right. Getting back.
Anyway, yep. So anyway, Gerry's still failing to recruit more hackers. He's still failing to install ransomware on some of these devices.
Yeah.
He has expanded his foothold a little bit, but he's just not getting there, right? So, what is Jax going to actually do?
Yeah. And that's kind of why we were talking about other things that are entertaining, because we're kind of in a lull. Like Joseph said, Gerry's stuck in the mud right now, and Jax is just shoring up the raft. She's just shoring everything up now. So, and we're coming up on turn 30. So I think she's going to win a war of attrition here. If Gerry, I think Gerry he tried a new strategy, and I think he had a good start to his strategy, and I think he understood where he wanted to begin with this strategy. But the problem is, I don't think he didn't fully flesh out that strategy, and he didn't know his mid to long game. He just had a strategy in mind with no mid to long game. And Aaron just said that he thinks Gerry keeps host scanning from the internet, which is not going to yield very much over a certain amount of. Is the music too loud? I'm just checking.
No.
It's good. All right, because I want to be able to do some head bobbing while I watch Gerry. Looks like Gerry failed. Come on, Gerry.
Gerry's even got the glasses on now. He must be getting serious.
Oh yeah, he's getting his geek on.
Mm. Yeah, so I mean, those who are from the South, Jerry's just pretty much gone mud bogging and has got stuck. So
That's the problem. He thinks he's noodling, but he's just stuck in the mud.
that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, so we are, a little over halfway. Put in the chat, are you team red or team blue? Who do you think is going to pull this thing off? We still have some major part of the game here. We still have 20 turns to go. You kind of see what's played out so far. Are you team red or you team blue? What do you think is so far, Clint?
I'm
torn.
I think Jax is going to end up winning this. He's mad. Jerry's mad because he can't install disruptive malware, and I think that the reason he doesn't understand the reason why he can't get it installed is because her malware or because her antivirus is up to date. So whenever you have
he's still trying. No offense to Jerry, but how many times are you going to try to install malware on a device? Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. And at some point you have diminishing value in return and you realize this is not going to work. And by the way, he's getting angry. I was watching, there's a new, somebody who streamed the game last week, and I believe that the YouTube channel is an interesting chap, I believe is the YouTube channel. And it's pretty interesting, pun intended, what he does. He actually goes through all of these games like Gray Hack, Red versus Blue, Night Team 4, and he goes and reviews all of these hacking simulator games. And so go and visit his channel, The Interesting Chap, or an Interesting Chap, I believe. Anyway, and his reviews are very fair, tough but fair, and he's got experience with cybersecurity, so it's fun to watch his stream. So go support his channel, An Interesting Chap, if you get the chance, and go check out the review that he did on Red versus Blue.
So what we're seeing right now, what Jerry's doing, he's trying to install malware and destructive malware, or ransomware and destructive malware back on that device one more time. I think turn 500 is what he's at right now, doing the definition of insanity. He did put a couple things in there to do some research, trying to enhance his techniques here a little bit.
Yeah, Jax is sitting pretty safe. Her P&L's going back up. She still doesn't realize he's in that purple zone, but that purple zone is so weak that I really don't think that there's an issue with her. Jerry's, unless Jerry's sitting comfortable where he is, and sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, he's still trying to install. So he's going for that P&L victory, but here's what, at some point, the problem is with going for P&L victories is that if you wait too long, it gets really difficult because once the systems are updated and they have updated antivirus, it gets difficult to actually start doing the things you need to do for a P&L victory by using malware and ransomware. So if you want to get a P&L victory, it's kind of at this point, just start knocking stuff over. But but doing that, if you'll end up losing if you don't get the P&L dropping faster than the threat intelligence goes up from all the detection, then you'll lose a threat intelligence.
Yeah, and right now with the things that she's doing, she definitely has endpoint detection actually getting installed. She's actually deploying it into that user workspace now. If I'd seen that correctly.
Yep. He's about to get busted.
Yep.
Sorry, everybody got excited. All my beta testers got excited. What? Is this a new build? Did I see external threat hunting? No, it's just a Clint screw up. Sorry, everybody.
Yep. All right, so we're currently on the red team. Oh, it actually just kicked back over to blue. My apologies. So we kind of missed a cycle there in there.
Well,
but she is deploying endpoint detection.
Oh, we had somebody. Okay, yeah. Sorry. The production. My production team sucks. You're fired. I'm the production team, by the way. I'm not really that mean.
So you're gonna go home early then?
Yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
going later. All right. By the way, I'm wearing my HyperX shirt, the black one. This is the arena in Las Vegas at the Luxor. We're trying to work it to where the finals for Red versus Blue season, the first season next year, the finals will be at the arena. If you make it to the finals, you get to participate in the eSports arena at the Luxor in Las Vegas. Wait, I think we're out of sync here. Hold on. No, we're not. All right.
Nope. Yeah, we're on red team right now. So yeah, he's trying to do service enumeration on that Linux box.
Joseph said he'll take the Master Sword back there. Yeah, because of my background. Yeah, sorry everybody, got to show it off. I got the Master Sword and the Hylian shield there, and with my little Triforce.
I have no idea what you're referring to. What's a Master Sword?
Dun,
But anyway,
dun, 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 dun. Legend of Zelda.
Oh, Zelda, yes. I forgot about that.
All right, sorry. I'm trying to fill up Jerry's dead space because I'm really I'm rooting for you, Gerry, because I'm but man,
I don't understand what his tactic is anymore. But anyway, we are back over to the blue team. Oh, she finally sees.
No, you're watching the wrong stream. Okay, now there's a little bit of delay. Yep, there we go. Yeah, boom. He's dead in the water. He is busted. He's gonna lose all his footholds and he has not been making any effort to move forward.
Yep. So her P&L has gone up to 24. I believe, if I remember.
Her threat intelligence has gone. So yeah, her threat intelligence score, because now she's detected all that. She needs to be running forensics on those 2 boxes that she discovered to pump that threat intelligence up.
Yep, I don't think she's activated IR yet. She's looking for maximizing her resources this turn.
And there's no reason for her. Look, I mean, she's got 2 compromised devices, and her P&L is fine. Like, she can just lead him on if she wants to.
Yeah, maybe that's the gameplay, because she does have her network segmented. So if she just needed to shut down that network for whatever reason, she could.
Yeah.
So he's doing some more research.
Yeah, David E. I agree with you, David E. Those footholds are useless. The footholds he has, they're useless, and he's not even aware that he's being detected. He thinks he's sitting pretty. So,
well, yeah, I mean, for the red team, you're 35 turns in, and you still have the same footholds that you have, right? So you think you're doing something, and yet he's attacking the same boxes. So I think this is the only play that Gerry really has, is trying to attack what he sees.
Yeah, I don't think that he's attacking my mom. You bastard! All right.
Yeah, unless he goes back on site and tries to do a physical, again, sniffing the Wi-Fi, things of that nature.
Come on, hit that forensics. Hit that forensics. No! Forensics! Up, one, no, down. Come on. Forensics.
She's replacing assets.
Oh, she's detected. Yep. Now that's okay. She's disconnecting it, and then she can do forensics after she disconnects it. That's fine.
Yeah, because she's got a little bit low on resources. So disconnected him, make sure he can't go further into the network. I mean, Gerry is done at this point, right? So he just doesn't know.
Now he's trying to install the ransomware, but that's not going to do you much good there, bud.
And having the benefit of seeing this thing, so we see that Cathay 48 is a remote user. So, I don't see that's going to hamper her P&L too much, right? Being that remote user, just not being able to work. Your core infrastructure and business is still able to operate, right?
Yep. So, yeah, those users, basically, they got Napster on them.
Yeah. Napster, LimeWire, pick your favorite streaming pirated software video game.
Come on. So she only disconnected the one. She should have disconnected the switch. Now her P&L is going to go down a little bit from disconnecting them, but she's not running forensics, and that's really what she needs to be doing to kick that threat intelligence victory up. But I think that
it is up to 34 now, so she is getting some. And Joel Belton,
Yeah, see,
yes.
he says they're blue. He now sees they're disconnected. That's what blue means. I'm not 100% certain that he understands that's what that color means, because that's he might.
He might. He's been playing this game long enough. But Joel Belton asks, is Jax winning? My opinion, yes. Jax has pretty much got Gerry mud bogged down. He can't do much lateral movement. He can't do a whole lot of anything that he's currently doing. He really need. My personal opinion, I think Gerry needs to spend a couple turns, maximize the exploits that he's able to, like that SQL injection, the remote file inclusion, things of that nature, and then really, really go at it. Oh, Gerry. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up.
Oh, wait, why did she concede? Wait,
I don't know.
There's a problem. Oh, bug.
There is a bug. There is a bug.
Oh, no. It just basically said, it says, so on hers, blue team damaged their own ICS. So she damaged her own. On his, it says they conceded. Basically, on the red team side, it shows that they conceded. That's a bug, but the win, and that's probably due to I can tell you most likely that has to do, that's either, Greg, check that out. That's either a bug or it has to do with my screwed up build that I did. So she jacked up her own ICS process, apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she did that, because she didn't concede. So, yeah. So let's get everybody over here in the post game chat. Once they get done, let's get everybody over here in the post game, and let's kind of see what happened there.
Bad lose.
Yeah. So she's probably telling everybody she's going to join us over here. So, we're going to go ahead and she's saying bye to everybody. So, hello. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, we're good. All right, we're just wait for them to come back, to come into the post game, and then we'll let Gerry know. Oh man, look. Gerry is he's playing with all of our stuff. My screwed up build. Gerry's giving away all sorts of in his stream. He was giving away all sorts of secret features that we don't have out yet. Well, I really screwed that one up. All right, let's get Jax in here.
What's up,
hey?
Man, I'm sweating. I'm sweating over here. You guys sweating? It's intense.
Yeah, so you were doing so well. You had Gerry on the ropes, and then you knocked over your own PLC.
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
Were you patching? So you were either patching PLCs or SCADA equipment or doing vulnerability assessments without doing ICS safe testing methods.
That's what I did. That's what I did wrong. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Dang it.
Don't feel bad. I've done it to myself plenty of times. I've done that to myself.
Environment is, man. So now I know for next time.
Here's we're gonna go ahead and bring Gerry on.
Thanks, TJ. Appreciate it.
Oh, we're echoing.
It's me.
All right, yeah. Hey, real quick, Gerry. There was a bug, as you didn't hear the stream over here. So I screwed up the build this morning, as you know, on our call, and you guys were actually playing on the screwed up build. So that affected mostly the AI. It did not affect any, but it caused an in-game bug. She did not concede. She won because she knocked over her PLC, and so that caused the bug.
She lost.
She lost. She lost by knocking over her PLC. You saw that it was due to she conceded, and that was not the case. So
yeah, that makes a lot more sense, because I was like, she conceded. Like, Jax is a fierce competitor. Like, it makes I was like, what is this nonsense? Especially because and I want to get into this, but like, from my perspective, I had made a decision to not execute my tiger uppercut. One more turn I waited, and then all of my assets disappeared. I'm like, oh no. So
dude, I just want to give this analysis. I think Gerry won on a technical inability because Jax didn't do her prerequisites of putting things in place for her ICS. Dude, you understand this term because you're in the Southwest, but you were mud bogged, dude. You could not move. You were trying to deploy ransomware on the same box, 100 times? Yeah. I mean,
Ed O'Neill.
You were
freaking
stuck.
Ed O'Neill. Yeah, it was brutal.
Attacking poor Clint's mom over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kathy workstation. God, that poor lady.
I have I'm red team, man. Like everybody's a target.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I can verify that, there were no other bugs during that. It was literally just, you weren't running AI. AI was the mostly, although I did see Gerry at the very end. You found the cybersecurity standards feature where we're mapping everything to cybersecurity standards. It is an incomplete feature. I saw you were touring that at the end there. So, free preview, everybody. But it was funny because the external threat hunting action was available as well, which is a 1.11 feature. And you had the beta testers in the chat going, "What? Is this a new build? External threat hunting? What?" And I was like, "Oops, no, everybody, sorry." So let's talk really quick about your strategy, Jax. When you first started, we saw that you were just kind of following best practices. You were, putting out your blocking and tackling. You picked a good time to install your threat monitoring. However, you did have Gerry sitting in there in the purple zone, your user zone, quite some time, but it wasn't really that detrimental. And you did see your P&L go down at some point. So what strategy were you following? And at what point did you decide that you needed to kind of pivot and kind of go into a little bit urgent mode?
Yeah, so you're right. At the beginning, I was definitely following best practices. And the reason for that strategy is I knew I was going to need more money. So I knew I needed some quick wins. So I knew putting in policies, setting up certain things like doing the cybersecurity awareness training. I wasn't able to do multi-factor for a while, but I was really focused on, I need to get some quick wins. So I did a vulnerability assessment. And then I did all my policies, procedures, getting all that set up. And then I did reset of the admin passwords, the default passwords. And after I got a few of those wins, I asked for money. And of course it was given to me because that's the biggest constraint that you're going to see on the defense side is you're going to run out of money. And so that was really my focus for a while because I knew I needed an additional asset as well. Because I 3 people, I mean, you go through those so quickly. That was my initial strategy.
You definitely follow the right strategy with how to get budget. What was interesting is you actually didn't install your firewall until like turn 4. We thought you were doing what we call the bastard operator from hell, to where it's like, you know what? We're going to let him in the front door, get some hope, install that firewall, cut access, kick him out. And, was that what you were doing?
No. Actually, I messed up. Yeah, that was just a straight mess up. Usually I do the firewall, but I realized when I messed up, because I think I had 3 turns, I couldn't do anything. It's 2 or 3 turns that I was just sitting there twiddling. I was like, that was a terrible move. I gotta like catch up. Yeah. So that was I did not mean to do that.
Everybody was kind of excited to see that. We thought you were doing it on purpose. Let's switch over to Gerry real quick. So Gerry, we definitely saw you do a slightly different strategy this time. Normally, we thought you were going for this 2-pronged approach that you do, where you leave your direct cyber attacks as a backup or as a fallback, and then you make a run for the physical. And we saw that, but then you threw us a curveball and you went to the corporate network, and we're like, Gerry's mixing it up. And then you started planting Trojans and rogue devices, and we're like, whoa, this is different. And then you just bogged down. So like, talk us through a little bit about what your initial strategy was. And then whenever you saw that maybe you had to change, but you didn't, you kept the insanity going.
Yeah. So my overall strategic strategy today was to get into the environment and basically compromise as many endpoints as I could, install ransomware on all of them, and then have that Sam ransomware type experience for Jax, where she just comes to work on Tuesday and literally everybody is bricked. I was hoping for that. Jax and I know each other, have known each other for years. And I was really hoping to be able to go back and watch her stream and watch her lose it as she opens up her network diagram for the day and sees, 8 boxes all ransomware. That was my goal. Unfortunately, as Eric mentioned, I mean, I did all the things. I did the right training. I got on. I was literally sitting in a conference room like I worked there for a week of turns.
Feet propped up on the desk and everything. Like, yeah, I belong here.
Yeah, I'm like yelling at people to get me coffee.
Even Aaron made a comment. Aaron made a comment in chat. It was like, is he sitting in the conference room hacking the company?
Yeah. So, and I got some quick wins. I got the ransomware installed, and then I just couldn't find any more boxes. I put the Trojans on the boxes, so I was able to get in. Even when I was in jail, which by the way was pretty cool. Even while I was in jail, I was able to continue to hack on those boxes, but I could not get any more assets. And like Eric was mentioning, I spent probably accumulated 40 resources trying to install ransomware on this Ed O'Neill machine, and I could never get it. So I mean, that's just, I mean, it's a, you know what it really was? I don't know if this is the way it's been designed by the developers, but it was basically a honeypot. I was spending a ton of time and resources and energy on something that never yielded any value for me.
It was not a honeypot. We don't have that in game yet. I know everybody's asking for honeypots. We don't have it in there yet.
Well,
but
I mean, it's a good idea, and that's how I would implement it too.
Well, and I can tell you the reason why you were having so many problems installing anything on it is because she had all of her antivirus up to date on that thing. And so once you have all of your antivirus up to date, it makes installing ransomware and malware pretty hard. Now, just FYI, we do have some features coming down the line in the future to where you can actually craft new malware or ransomware or something to that effect, to where you can bypass antivirus signatures and things like that. But that's down the road. But that's kind of what was happening to you.
Yeah, it was tough. And like I said in the game or in the intro here, I was trying to get to 6 boxes for that wow effect for Jack. So I didn't want to activate ransomware on less than 6. I was running out of turns. I was running out of time. I was getting frustrated. I asked chat if they wanted me to just detonate ransomware on what I had. It was very split, honestly, between YouTube wanting me to detonate it and LinkedIn wanting me not to detonate it. So I said, I'll wait one more turn. I'll put ransomware on Kathy's machine. I'll see if I can pop Carl's box, and then we'll do it. And it was going to be the next turn, Jax. It was going to be up in your grill on the next turn. I never got that satisfying win. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll go with a different strategy, or maybe I'll go with that strategy in the tournament.
That's a good segue into the fact that, so this was a preview of the first round of the tournament. The tournament is the Red vs. Blue Cyber League 2022 Invitational, which kicks off the official Cyber League for 2023. And that is starting, the tournament is the week of the 19th, September 19th. We are literally just days away from that. And it is Jax versus Gerry in the first round. You can go to esports.threatgen.com for more information on that and for all the links to watch live. We're going to be streaming every match live, and there's going to be happening all week. So, you know, those of you that are sick of typical conferences and things like that, you know, the Red versus Blue Cyber League is a new way to do cyber learning here. That's what we're doing. So any final thoughts, Jax?
Gosh, I learned a lot about Gerry's TTP, so this will be fun. I also learned that I need to be more careful when doing patching on my network, especially if I'm blue team again. But overall, I just had a great time. It was fun. I enjoyed, my chat was blowing up. It was a really, really good engagement. So I'm looking forward to the match that's going to be happening here soon. So bring your A game, Gerry. Bring your A game.
Oh, you got a response to that, right, Gerry? And any final thoughts?
No, I mean, all about good times. I am looking forward to it. This exhibition friendly definitely lays the groundwork for what will inevitably be a competitive and fierce match where the best player will win, I hope. I definitely appreciate David and Alex being in the ThreatGen chat instead of my chat, dropping all these like ribbings about my strategies and stuff like that.
Oh, they were dropping the ribbings here for sure. Any idea on in the rematch? Are you going to keep it same, Jax blue, Gerry red? Are you going to switch it up or flip a coin?
We hadn't discussed that. But...
Yeah, I thought it was a flip a coin. I mean,
it could be flip a coin, or we could decide.
Yeah. So you're allowed. You're allowed to choose amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Or
Jax,
flip a coin.
I'm fine being red. I mean, it would be a true rematch. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to work on it. I'm gonna have to do some practicing.
All right,
Good.
very good.
Yeah, hey, I want to see an 80s workout montage of you practicing.
The best. The best.
Yeah.
Never gonna get enough.
Exactly. We had enough 80s music puns on our channel over here. Speaking of, so there, Eric, any final thoughts from you?
No, it was a good one. I really would have loved to have seen, this thing be able to play out. I know we were over on an hour on this thing, but I do think long term Jax would have held it out for the win because Gerry was really stuck. But yeah, this is synonymous with what we see in the real world, right? You don't apply the proper policies and procedures and testing beforehand, you're going to cause problems and bring your network down. So, even in this accidental this thing happens in business all the time. So it really was a good match. It was good to see Gerry, sweating it out over there, trying to do something when he was mud bogged all the, wearing back. So, yes, I'm calling Gerry for a loss on the tournament. So.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Useless.
shots
See,
fired.
I'll
We
see
got
you in the
3 of
finals.
the 8 competitors on this chat right here. So shots have been fired. So on that note, my final thoughts are, you don't want to miss this tournament on the 19th. This is going to be good. This is going to be really fun. And, I think this is just, and by the way, so we're going to have, Gerry is going to be shoutcasting with me on most of those, and then the ones Gerry plays, we'll either have Simon and or Eric or some. We who knows who our guest commentary is going to be provided by. But I will tell you that we're working real hard to get this polished up. Each of these matches that we're doing, they seem to be getting a little more fluid, a little better, so that we're ready for the Cyber League to do this thing all professional and do it up. And we've got some special surprises for you coming up for the tournament, and some extra polish for you. So look forward to seeing that. So on that note, everybody, take care. We'll see you soon, and be ready for this tournament.